Hello, you fives. How are you? This is Mrs. Gill. So, welcome to my YouTube channel. What I'm going to do for you guys is explain to you what you need to be working on at home for your Japanese for both week 1 and week 2. So, you would have got all of your Japanese stuff already sent home in your folders, and you should have your vocab charts at home as well. Now, if you don't have your vocab chart or you are missing something, either get Mrs. White or Mr. Wilbrink to email me at school and I can send you through your stuff via email at home. Now, in this video today, we're going to go over what I want you guys to do for week 1 and week 2, and then I'm going to tell you how to do each activity step by step. That way, nobody's getting confused at home. If you are really stuck on a question, you can email me with the question and I'll email you back, or just try your best. Just try and do what you can at home. It's okay if some questions are a little bit hard, and it is hard to do Japanese at home without me there. So try your best, and that's all I will ask for. Alrighty, so this document I have up here is the printed one that was included in your folder. It's the Year 5 Japanese weekly schedule. So this term, we're going to be reviewing for the first 2 weeks our animals and colours unit. So we're going to be finishing off animals and colours for the first 2 weeks, and then we're going to start on a new unit looking at katakana words. Now down here, I've got week 1 and week 2. So in week 1, I want you to practice reading and writing colours, reading and writing the names of animals, and reading and writing sentences about the animals. Over here, I've got some boxes that you can tick off once you've finished each question. In week 2, I'm going to get you to put it all together and create a short story about animals and their colours, and I want you to try and write as much as you can in hiragana. If you are a super speedy person and you like Japanese, I've got some ideas for some extra things you can do down here. For example, you can colour in your title page in your folder. If you're away and you haven't finished something in your folder, you can go back and finish it. And if you have a whiteboard or some spare pieces of paper at home, you can practice writing out some hiragana and katakana symbols. You may even want to make a name plate for your door, writing out your name in katakana and decorating it for your door at home. So this is what we're going to do. I'm now going to go through these activities here, week 1 and week 2, and explain to you what you need to do. So first of all, I'm going to switch over to our activities. So term 1, week 1, this first question, you need to colour in each of the clouds with the correct colour. You need to read the hiragana script. So each of these bubbles is a colour and it's written in Japanese. You need to use your vocab chart, figure out what that colour is and colour in the cloud the matching colour. For example, if I go over to this cloud here, it says murasaki. Murasaki, if I went to my vocab chart, I realize that means purple, so that cloud should be coloured in purple there. You need to do the same for the other ones. If we go down to number 2, we're going to be practicing labeling some of our animals in hiragana and in romaji. So for example, this one here, we have a horse. To write in hiragana, I write u and ma, and to say it in romaji, I say uma. Then we have our other animals there. So you need to write the script and the sounds. How do I actually say those sounds? When we look down to number 3, we get into some of our trickier stuff. What we're going to do here is read our hiragana and put as much of the sentences as we can into English. Now remember, when we look at our sentence patterns, they are on the back of our vocab chart. I'll give you a hint with this question. The first word in every sentence is going to be the name of an animal. So it says an animal name, wa. We know what doesn't actually mean anything, so we leave that blank. Then we've got our color word, and then we've got des on the end, which means is. So for 3A, the first word is saru. Saru is monkey. Then the color of the monkey is midori. Midori means green, so monkey green is. The monkey is green. So you need to have a go and see if you can figure out what colors and what animals are in those sentences. Number 4, this is going the other way now. We're going from English into hiragana. Now I've put in the wa there in each sentence to remind you that you need to write the wa symbol in there after the name of the animal. So we go animal, wa, color, is. And remember the word for is des. You can copy the examples up here if you need to. So you need to tell me the word for cow, wa, the word for brown, then des. So if I was looking at my hiragana chart, I know the word for cow is ushi. So ushi wa, the word for brown is chairo. So I go ushi wa chairo des, and I write out those sentences there. Number 5, this is the last thing you need to do with your first week of Japanese at home. I want you to create your own sentences down here. So here we have a monkey and we also have a rabbit. So you can tell me what color this monkey is and you can tell me what color this rabbit is. You can make them imaginary colors, that's fine. You can say the rabbit is green if you want and then color him in green. If we look down to our next bit, this is going to be for week 2. So this is not this week's work, it's week 2. Week 2, term 2, I want you to create your own animal short story. So your task, you are creating a short story book for your younger brother or sister, but they have a weird request. The characters in the story are animals, and these animals only speak in Japanese. Use the story template below as a guide. Your job is to fill in the speaking bubbles of what the animals say and color each animal to match the description. And again, write in hiragana. Try and practice your hiragana writing as much as you need. This first page is an example of what you need to do. So don't worry about this page yet. We're going to look at the example. So I've got some English sentences in the story. We have a picture of the sheep and we have the speech bubble. So to figure out what I need to do, I'm filling in these speech bubbles here and I need to figure out what colour this sheep is. So the first animal they met was a sheep. The sheep was purple. Okay, so I know I need to write a sentence in Japanese that says the sheep is purple. So the word for sheep is hitsuji. Then I know if I go back up here, I have to put in a wa after the word. So I've got to go hitsuji wa, then the color des. So we've got the first bit, hitsuji wa murasaki des. Sheep, purple is. And that would be our sentence there. So once you've read the start of the story, once you've looked at the example, your job is to fill in these last final pages of the story. So in this speech bubble here, you need to say the cow is blue in Japanese. You need to say this piggy is green in Japanese. This elephant is going to be red, so elephant red is. And last of all, this rabbit is going to be yellow. So you'd say rabbit, yellow is. So all you have to do is use the English clues and fill in the sentences. Well, you fives, that is all that you need to do for weeks 1 and 2. Remember you to be using your vocab chart. I've just switched over here to what the vocab chart looks like, the one you should be looking at. So this has already been printed and put in your folders. You've got a big list of your colors, you've got a big list of your animals, and then on down the bottom we've got the sentence patterns that we've been using. If you have any questions, get mum or dad to call the school so I can talk to you on the phone, or if you have email, you can email me the question yourself. Have a good day, Year 5s. Hopefully you're enjoying your time at home, and I will see you when everyone comes back to school.